Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Yeah, he never got me a present back. I got him a lovely Liverpool calendar.
Did you?
And there was a Liverpool player on every sheet. And in some sheets there was 2 Liverpool players.
Did you know any of them?
No. No, I only looked at the back of it. Obviously you can't look at it.
Huh?
You know, you can't look at it because it's in plastic.
When did you give me a Liverpool? Oh no, I think it's still in plastic. Actually, now that you say that.
Yeah, you never used it, and it's probably a lot of good it is now.
Well, when was it? 2019.
Well, just the calendar. Yeah, you can't.
Simpler
use
times, right?
Simpler times.
2019. Actually, that might be worth something now. As in, like, I might look at a 2019 calendar and go, April 5th. That was a nice day.
Yeah,
that day,
yeah.
you know.
Actually, before we get into anything,
Right, go on.
I have to say that a thing hit me this evening.
What? Hang on, I have to make sure I'm working. Go on ahead. No bother. Go on.
Yeah, no, a thing hit me this evening. Do you know the way we did a fabulous live show last week?
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable, man. The crowd that was there.
It was the equivalent of. Do you know the way things used to be in before mobile phones, where you'd tell someone, "I'll meet you Friday evening at 6 o'clock."
Oh yeah.
At the clock.
Yeah.
Or the monument.
Yeah.
Right, and then there would be no doubt in anybody's mind that that was going to go ahead.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore, though, I have to say.
We tried the old school way. We said, we'll see at 8 o'clock at Anderson's.
Yeah.
And several people have said to me since that they heard us say that, and because they didn't get a reassuring follow-up text in the form of a social media post, that they thought it wasn't on.
Right, I had the same conversation tonight with a bunch of viewers.
Oh.
They said, we didn't know. We presumed you weren't going to go ahead with it when we didn't hear anything else.
Yeah, but imagine that was the way things used to be.
I know, but
where you didn't have to hear anything else. You could
know.
just trust in the fact that it was happening.
You have to tell young people nowadays 10 times that they have to do something. That's the problem with
because
the world.
I was thinking, if I have to meet someone now, I have to not only just arrange it. So maybe 2 weeks ago, I'll say, look, I'll meet you on Friday evening at I don't know, Cafola's.
Don't worry. Well, don't meet them at Cafola's, Ray, first of all. Which Cafola's?
Cafola's in Ballina.
There's a Cafola's in Ballina. There's a Cafola's in Tuam, Ray. Used to have the best curry in the world.
Is there?
Yeah, but that means nothing, Ray. Why are we talking about that?
Cafola's in Ballina will be well known for their Hawaiian burgers.
Oh, would they?
Yeah.
Hawaiian... I can't think of what. What's in the Hawaiian burger?
I don't know. It's
Pineapple in a burger.
Yeah.
Suck my scross.
My granny's favourite. She said... Sorry, I phrased that very poorly.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I can't... I'm not going to say it else.
My granny used...
I said what I said,
yeah.
and then you followed that up with that. Then
it was my granny's favourite.
that's my granny's favourite.
We should have to take that out.
Okay.
That's a nice little clip from the advertisements. No,
Okay.
but yeah, that was my granny's thing. Fair play to her, Bridgie.
Was it Hawaiian burger?
No, she used to go to town twice a week, every
Right.
Monday and every Friday.
Right.
That would be the days for the town.
Right, okay.
And my poor granddad Richie had to go with her.
Right.
And she'd be roaring at him, looing out the window at 11 o'clock. Will you finish up with the farm work and come on, we're going to town.
And what would you do in town? Get a Hawaiian burger.
This is what I love the little routine they had.
Okay.
She'd tip into town, she'd need nothing.
Okay.
Because this was her grandmother's life.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
this point, she'd need nothing. But
She
she'd go to
wasn't
town.
wanting nor needing for
No,
nothing. Yeah.
but she'd go to all the places. Mary's of Ballina, Carmen's Fashions, right? She'd go into Dunn's, she'd go into Tesco, she'd go into all the places.
Right.
This is way before pennies.
Right.
But they would go for a drink perhaps in the afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, they'd go into Paddy Max. Yeah.
Into Paddy Max.
Paddy Max,
Lord.
and they'd sit there at a little table and I'd say every grandparents in the country would probably have something similar to this.
Oh, yeah.
But she'd also then have to get a bit of grub because after the drink you couldn't be driving home.
Oh, well,
without
she'd
bit of
have a
grub.
beer shandy in her stomach, Ray. I'm sure.
She'd tip down to Cafola's and I'd go with her and it'd be great because you go in and she'd have a Hawaiian burger night of chips.
Isn't it amazing too? Like for a woman of that age at that time in what is, let's say, Royal Ireland.
Yeah.
A Hawaiian burger is fairly out there. Like
It is. And
You know what I
that
mean?
was just my memory of what she did.
Would you not just say the spice burger like the rest of the country at the time?
I've also now remembered a story which I've never told before.
Oh, brilliant. This is so, I love it.
So we'll get into the episode now in a moment.
Yeah.
When I was a young lad, very, very young, around 15, 16, I started my first band.
Yeah, which was called
Twilight. Tremendous name.
Yeah.
So my
And
first
it became
band,
a hit film.
Oh.
Then, yeah, they were all vampires.
Yeah, there was
Twilight consisted of 2 boys
Yeah.
and a sweet Bjor called Kristen or something or other.
Yeah.
And you used to chase her around like a wolfhound.
And
So you
what
did.
the band was, me and Philip Cassidy,
Yeah,
two
chasing
lads,
around. Yeah.
and there was a girl singing called D.
Unreal.
Yeah.
It was the Twilight
We're
books.
way ahead of our time.
You used to chase her around the place like little wolfhounds, man.
I don't know
You'd
what you're
run her
talking
into
about.
the bushes.
I've never seen Twilight.
Ray, this is what happens, and you know exactly what happens in it.
I don't.
You used to run her into the forestry
was-
outside Ballina,
Yeah.
and halfway through the forestry, you'd grow hooves.
Stop it now.
That's what used to happen.
Isn't it hard?
And Philip would turn into a ghost,
Isn't
and
it
he'd be
hard,
all white.
hard
and
to
fluffy.
believe that I would avidly watch Star Trek, Stargate, Star everything, right?
Yeah.
And then when I come to Twilight and I looked at the trailer, I said that's a bit far fetched for my liking.
Unbelievable. Like, I mean, two in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Well, the far-fetched thing about Twilight is that they're falling in love.
Oh.
That's the part that you can't get on board
Are there
with.
vampires in Twilight?
Yeah, there's vampires, and the vampires fall in love.
Oh,
Let me
that-
tell you one thing. There's only one thing a vampire cares about.
What?
Getting the sucky out of the neck.
You said she was
But he doesn't want to
riddled in hickeys, was
yeah.
she?
Yeah, but I love the fact that they're like, oh, I don't want to be... Like, they're just... A vampire, if it was a real thing, Ray, it would be treated as such.
Right.
A bastard. They don't fall in love with no Bjors, Ray. They go around sucking out of anything that goes.
I don't do vampires.
No, I'm not into the vampire scene either. I'm not, like, you
Anyway.
know what I mean? I like the old school Dracula thing. That's a bit of crack.
that's a bit of crack.
Like, you know what I mean? That's good crack.
One sheep.
That's good crack, man.
Yeah.
Come on now, live it up. Come
Anyway, band Twilight.
Yeah.
Treat myself, Philip D.
Yeah.
We used to play on Paddy Max.
Yeah.
Right? And then one night, now, and this is a shout out to Michael Carr. Michael Carr owns Paddy Max.
He does.
He does. And Bar Square down Ballina.
That's right.
And he'll be devastated to hear this story.
And Times Square.
Times Square,
Where
it's the
did you
nightclub
puke?
upstairs.
Where did you puke?
No, I didn't puke. We had a gig booked in Paddy Max, right? Now, it was an awful band. In that it was, we had a drum machine.
Oh, did you?
This is before we had a drummer.
You'd slap it on. And then it'd go boom, kip, boom, kip, boom, kip, boom, kip.
And you know
Slow down, Ray. That's 90's too much. 90's
Yeah.
too much.
And the worst thing is, it had one drum. There was one song we did. Roxette. It must have been love. Must have
It
been
must love, but it's over now. Too much to be in love. That's how you sing it in the West of Ireland. Too much to be.
Only reason, like, we played that third song in most nights. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because the patch was on the drum beats were on the Alesis SR16.
And you
that
had
we
to
used.
go with-
Sure, we said that's Roxette. We'll have to. Roxette sounds just like the track. But
That was the hand just one going.
let me tell you, that song does not go down well in Irish pubs.
No, I doubt it, man. Jesus Christ.
So it's
Who
Christmas.
who? So Philip was
Philip
on
was on the guitar.
You
yeah.
were on the bass. You
I
had
was
the
on
drum
bass.
machine.
And he was playing a fancy.
Philip
Philip was playing a metal guitar, like something you'd see in Slipknot, with loads of corners on it, which wasn't good in Paddy Max.
A
because-
corner
No, it was a big triangle
Yeah,
thing.
that won't go down well in there,
It
man.
wouldn't, because what happened was all the outlads would be going to the toilet and they keep clipping their legs off the bottom of the guitar. Anyway, that's not the story. What happened was we had a gig booked in Paddy Max and Michael Carr cancelled us.
The what? I always said it about him, Ray. He's a
Lastminute.com,
cancelling
he
old
must
hooer.
have had someone else in or something, and
Yeah.
we were fierce disappointed the gig wasn't going ahead.
That's terrible for a bunch of you, but you were obviously useless. Like,
My grandmother heard this.
she went into Holy Car.
No.
What?
She swore that she would never set foot in Paddy Max again.
No way.
So she stopped going to Paddy Max because we got cancelled.
And they're
the
probably
gig.
still wondering.
Well,
They're saying, we haven't seen Peggy, lads.
whatever happened to Bridgie and Richie?
We haven't seen Bridgie and Richie since that time. Remember Ray was supposed to be gigging here? That's a weird one, isn't
I
it?
actually think we ended up playing back in the place, but my granny never forgot it.
But even that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm still not going back in. That's what my old lady be the same as that. Honestly,
Is she?
God. No, but she would be the same as that. Like if she heard Anton,
Yeah.
she wouldn't
She
go
wouldn't
to a
go.
pub if she found out that I got
Yeah.
cancelled there as
Got
well.
cancelled.
Same thing. Old school, old Irish women,
I
man.
was any pineapple burgers and Kfol is lovely.
It's so weird, a pineapple burger. That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my whole life, man. Spice burgers were all the rage.
What is a
in
spice
Castlereagh.
burger?
I don't know, but my old lad had 40 of them a week.
That's what has them the way
He
they
used
are.
to eat a spice burger. I don't know what was on it. Like, probably just pepper on the burger or something. I don't know.
What? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But that was always the thing. I'd say, can I get chicken curry chip? He'd say, you can't. I can go and get a spice burger.
Chicken curry chip. Is that
Yeah.
not 3 in 1?
No, that's rice.
Oh. Yeah.
Chicken curry chip is the best. Oh, there used to be a chipper in Castlereagh,
Yeah.
right, called Morelli's.
Oh,
right?
I've heard of these were Italian lads.
Yeah. But
Why they came to Castlereagh, I'll never know.
Yeah, but they just had the same, like, there was a load of Italian chains that came, but they weren't chains. They were just boys who landed and said, would we just call it what they called it in Ballahadreen? Yeah. Morelli's, okay, perfect. Like, Cafolas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's Cafolas everywhere.
But that's mad. Is there families in Italy? And
Yeah.
like families of people in Turkey as well going, all I've ever dreamt of is opening barbershop in Ireland. Do you know?
There is 100 Turkish barbers in Sligo. Like,
There's one fun pop-up Turkish barbershops just for Christmas.
There is.
Yeah, and I love the way they tried to, they made the shop front look like, and they put the shitest Christmas tree in the front. They might as well not put up a Christmas tree.
Like you'd be driving down through Sligo and you go, gee, there's not
It's
a
on the
pop-up
main
Turkish
street.
shop.
Yeah.
Like with there, get me hair done. Now, a Turk cut my hair yesterday.
Did he?
In fairness, and he did a good job.
He did a
in it. Now,
fierce
I
job.
have to hand it to them, man.
Yeah.
They know the way around the gruig.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah, that's
Facial,
you
the whole
look
fucking lot.
very well
You
now
enjoying
last
it?
night. I did, yeah.
Come here, Ray. It is festive times.
Oh, this is going out on the 23rd, and if you're listening to this now, it is Christmas.
It is officially.
Santa may have arrived.
Step abroad.
Christmas,
Oh, God,
step abroad, Christmas.
Tis and did forever. I forgot the lyrics that already. I sang it twice this week.
Can you make it a festive?
I'm going to make it a big old festive head.
Just
okay?
for a short period of time, because when we put on music in the background, it fixes all the edits up. And
It does, because you can't cut across
Yeah.
it then, is what you're trying to
Actually,
tell
we
me.
should do some really obvious edits.
Yeah, where it just jumps. It just skips.
completely jumps. And
Here
it's
we
very
go.
clear.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Let's
Christmas.
make this feel big, sexy Christmas up in this mother.
Christmas, yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Did we used to say one last year
I
as
think
well?
so. I look forward to this moment every year because I know it's Christmas when we put on the Christmas music
Yeah.
on the podcast.
But like, why do we pick sophisticated Christmas music?
Because I feel like I'm at the sophisticated Christmas party.
Man, you're sitting in a cognac chair,
Yeah.
listening to cognac music without a cognac.
We're
You have a
in-
Brian McDermott mug of tea.
Oh, I know, yeah.
The wedding band show mug of tea, man. That's it. There's nothing
I've
like
seen it in the press that I give him a shout out.
there's none sophisticated about you.
I am currently wearing the last remaining Jack and Jones t-shirt.
Has she got rid of them?
No, this is all that's left.
As in what?
They've all just kind of permeated out.
Disintegrated?
Yeah, well, actually, wait a
Jacinta.
minute.
I knew her disintegrated.
Disintegrated.
I knew her, man. She was a lovely woman. Her father was Paddy Grated.
No, actually, I lie. This is the last old school Jack and Jones t-shirt.
Will I turn off the tunes, Ray?
No.
But there's only about 10 seconds left. of
That'll
them.
do.
Let it play. Go on.
Just let's enjoy it there for a second. Oh, that's beautiful. Think
That
about
gets
the
you going.
Christmasness. Yeah, it's lovely.
Didn't it?
I don't think people take enough time to stop and just...
It's making me awful horny.
Is it?
No.
Imagine if Christmas music made you horny.
Man.
How would you get through December
Jesus
at all?
Christ, man. You wouldn't get through a lick of a jingle bell or nothing. You could lick a jingle bell if you were horny.
A funny question. Butchers.
Yeah, go on.
Does it take a particular type of man to become a butcher?
Oh, man. You can't have any. First of all, you have to the smell doesn't bother me. I
Yeah.
don't care about no smells, no nothing. You have to be with. There's a couple of jobs like that. You drove my head schizo with that fucking question you just asked. There's a couple of jobs like that.
Yeah.
That if you're a butcher and you're cutting sheep and cows up all day long to try and
Yeah.
make them look like you must have a stomach of iron. Like
I was just thinking more just there's a certain type of fella. You can just picture them, you know?
yeah, well they have hands, man, like shovels,
Yeah.
right?
They wouldn't be great now putting the jacket on right.
No,
It'd
and-
be kind of half buttoned wrong.
yeah, nor would they ever clean it.
No. Yeah, that's right. And imagine you go into a place and the boys are filthy.
Like just fresh blood, like on
Yeah.
them. Why are you looking for a chap? No
Yeah.
bother. Like I gotta now just get this hacksaw out of this fucking carcass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's butchers that are like that, man. They have hands like right. Undertakers.
Oh. Can we stop before you go to Undertakers?
Okay, go on. Sorry, you get your butcher
no,
parts
yeah,
out of the
see,
way.
if I stop you there now, you're good. Yeah, go on,
No,
Undertakers.
no,
So
no,
keep
no,
going.
no. I hate jumping across you, so I want you to get butchered, man.
No, but there's the great butchers in Sligo.
Right.
And it's called Clark's Butchers.
Oh, I was going to say a different one, but I like Clark's. Where is it?
Clark's is there. I
don't know it.
It's beside EJ's. It's up the street
Oh,
from EJ's.
that's right. Old school
Well,
butchers,
it's
man.
old schoolery.
Yeah. Savage, man.
It's,
You can smell it. Smells like an old
yeah,
butcher's, man.
and you go in and there's lads
You can
there
hear
that
the lambs crying out
they
the back.
know meat.
Yeah.
And you go in and you ask for 2 cuts of octopus, you know? And they... That's another thing. How come there's no fishing in the butchers?
There is some fish in the butcher's, man.
Is there?
Yeah, they'll sell you salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah, they would. They would
But
sell you a salmon.
Clark's is great because you go in, there's the butchery, and then there's a little off machine.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a little booth.
Yeah,
And there's a lady in the booth.
there is. And what does she do?
She takes the money.
Yeah.
So you ask the guy for the chop,
Yeah.
and he gives it to you in the bag, and you ask him how much is that,
Yeah.
and he go $12.50.
Well, he can't count, you see. That's the problem.
But yes, he can. He
No, you're not able to count.
$12.50. He just doesn't know how to use the credit card machine. So I go over then to the lady, and she goes, "How much was that?" And I have to communicate from the gentleman as to how much it was.
He said it was $12.50.
and I said it was $8.60. And I thought about doing that, but I couldn't. My conscience.
Yeah, but and what would you get in there now?
And I have another question after this.
Oh my God,
Please
our
remind
heads
me
are
to come
gone.
back to that.
Go with the question
Anyway,
and then go back.
Look, it's just interesting that there's a little lady in the booth, and it's just a really nice
It's a long day
experience
for her.
Yeah, and sometimes you go in and ask for a really good cut of like a fillet steak.
Do you think my mother do the same thing as well?
What?
She'd say, "Give me a good one now." Like as if he's going to
Don't.
say, no, but as if he's going to say, well, I gave all the shite ones to fucking
No,
Peggy,
I got
Peggy
conned.
Light.
I got conned. I said, give me a really good cut of fillet steak there. And he said, how much do you want? How thick do you want it?
Oh, yeah.
I said, give me an inch. Right? And
Give me an inch of steak.
give me an inch thick.
Ray,
And
I
that
don't
was-
think anyone has ever ordered an inch of steak.
But he asked me how thick did I want it? How
Right.
thick of a cut do you want? An inch and a half.
Right, give me the guts of an inch
nearly
and a
like
half.
something you'd have to put on a jean to make it a flare. And
Yes, true.
but,
People
but
don't
I went
know
up
what that
then. He went out and he cut it, and it was a big thing. And he brought it in and he handed it to me, and I said,
Yeah.
"That's a nice looking yoke." And then he said, "1950
Yeah, an inch of steak.
for
Ray.
2 inches of steak."
2 inches for 1950. Well, yeah, I may as well bend over. I might as well bend over it here now, man, if all I'm getting is 2 inches for
You can't argue
1950.
about it at that because he's gone and cut it off the cow out the
That's
back.
the other thing as well, man. He's not going to give that to anybody else, man. Yeah, he could. You think? Sorry, now I just heard what you said. You think he cut it off a cow out the back and gave it to you?
Yeah, cow
Like,
grazing away.
There's a cow
yeah.
grazing away,
Yeah.
and he slices his arse.
Mm.
He'd slice the arse off a cow out the back. This is going to sound really silly now.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know why I apologise.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Ray.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This is good.
Sorry.
What part of a cow do they cut?
Oh, there's loads of bits.
Like-
I don't know whether. I think the fillet comes from. I don't know.
Where does the fillet come from? You don't know.
See, if Tierney was here now, which he's not,
Yeah.
we have James in tonight flicking the
James
ones and twos.
McManus is flicking the ones and twos again.
He'd
for
he'd be sending me a message as we speak about where the fillet comes
we
from.
wouldn't be looking at it.
And we wouldn't be looking at it till later. Go on.
It's sort of my. Anyway, sorry. Undertakers.
Undertakers.
This is what freaks me out about Undertaker. I'm being serious when I say this now.
The constant state of solemnity.
What does that even mean?
They're being solemn all the time.
Well,
Like,
that
you can-
must be hard.
Yeah, it must be really hard.
You're in a constant state of
You're
sorrows.
You're out and night out. I wonder what an Undertaker's Christmas party's like. It can't be good crack.
Well,
It can't be. You're the whole year trying to be serious.
do you
You've
think?
forgotten how to laugh.
Do you think if someone spills a pint in a pub, an Undertaker walks up and says sorry for your loss?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think they do?
Yeah.
And do they lift it up like the four of them? And they lift. Here's the thing about Undertakers, Raymond. The one time
Just driving real slow.
you're an Undertaker,
Yeah.
and I am very subdued as a gentleman.
Okay.
Me and you are really good friends.
Yeah.
I won't let you ever see me like take off me pants or go to the toilet or any of that kind of stuff, right? Let's say if I'm like that, I'm very nervous.
Right.
I have a nervous disposition.
Yeah.
You're an Undertaker. Me and you best friends. Kendy dies.
Yeah.
Right? You have to embalm me. Like you could finger blast me arsehole if you had to.
What? Where are you going with this, like?
You get to then see everything that
About ya.
belongs to me.
Oh, wait, I never thought of this. So you're saying your local Undertaker will see every bit of you at
Yeah.
some point in your, not in your life, after it. Some point after your
I
life.
know that's really sinister what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But let me go twice as sinister just for a second.
Okay.
Let's say this next thing I'm going to say, I think if a psychologist listened to it, they'd probably say there's something wrong with Kendy. But I'm not being weird. It's not a weird thing. I don't want to have sex with no dead bodies or nothing. That's not where I'm going with this, okay? Let's say there's a fine young one who unfortunately passes away. And let's say you know that fine young one and you're the Undertaker, okay? And you were always like courting after her, right? I'm not saying have sex with a dead body.
Kendy,
I'm
this is
saying
first time in this podcast.
You then have to embalm that body and you get to see the cans. I know they're dead.
All my head has gone. I mean, you've gone into a territory there now where you shouldn't have gone.
No, but I mean, I'm supposed to be in a safe space now, right? Sorry, let me restate. Mark Kendy, he, him. I'm in a safe space right now, okay?
Give me your pronouns.
Right?
Yeah.
Mark Kendy, he, him. I'm just saying.
Ray McAndrew, she is.
So I am.
So I am.
So listen.
So it is.
But you not get what I'm saying, though. They see all the dead bodies naked.
I'd say
Is that not a bit freaky? Like,
I'd say it's just like reading the same paper every week.
no, we'll go back to that again.
Yeah.
But I'm just, it is a little bit weird. And it's a weird.
Get used to it.
You also have to probably have a weird mindset to be, because you can't do any job without having some kind of crack. Because you have to have the
So
crack.
you're wondering, is there an element of crack in the Undertaker
Of course,
business?
there has to be. I think I told the
The
story on
hidden
this.
world of-
I think I told a story in this podcast before, and maybe it's an urban myth, or maybe it's been said before. But there's rumours of an Undertaker who was driving by a fella who had cancer who survived it.
Right.
The Undertaker drives by him, he pulls down the window, and he said, "I'll get you yet, you bastard, just so I will."
Did that really happen?
Apparently, that happened. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing that happened in Roscommon. Now that could be
Okay.
all, but are they ever?
I don't think they do.
Do the family ever leave the wake? Right. And one of the Undertakers, like, just to break the tension, like, hops into the coffin and says, starts messing with his
I don't
arms.
think so at all.
Yeah, but you don't know that, though.
I don't think so.
Like,
come
do
on
they ever
now.
wear the bodies like a puppet?
For a minute, I got comfortable, and now I'm uncomfortable again about this conversation.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Would you be annoyed then if that? I've always said this: if when I die, Ray, throw me into a bin. I don't care.
Taxidermy, yeah.
Yeah, like taxidermy me.
Put a string in, yeah.
Put sensors in me eyes.
And anytime anyone passes by, he goes, "Do you know what I mean?"
I go, "Hey, how you going?" How things? That's what I mean.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you were in a nightclub, I know we've gone away from undertakers.
But that's okay though.
If you were in a nightclub and it was after the night before, possibly students were in, and you were taking down your stuff or something,
my stuff,
or you might have been setting up your stuff, and you found a jacket, and in the jacket you felt a bundle
of.
You didn't know what it was. Ooh. You see, it's one of those moments you kind of go, "Oh, is this drugs?
I wonder now, is it a pile of drugs?
Is it a pile of drugs or not?" And you open the pocket of this lovely North Facing jacket.
Oh yeah.
And you find a big ball of money.
You're making it all too real, Ray, because you should have said North Face. This happened to you.
This happened
anyway,
to me, above an Anderson's. Yeah, a lovely little blue North Facing jacket. I found it. It was lying on top of a speaker.
Yeah.
And I felt the bundle and I went, "Oh, is that drugs? That'd be good crack if it was drugs."
Yeah.
And it wasn't drugs. It was a big ball of money. Like a ball of money, the kind of money that a student wouldn't have.
I think probably at some stage it probably was drugs.
Possibly it was drugs and it just converted itself into money.
Yes, somehow.
Somehow.
You know?
Wait, no, there's an implication there now. It's in the venue.
Anderson's, did I ever tell you, Ray? No, this is completely besides the point. Did I ever tell you that Anderson's has a strict no drug policy?
Yeah,
I never said that to you before.
I think we're fucked there anyway. I think that's gone. I can't see us recovering from that.
No, because you found money.
Yeah, so there was nothing wrong.
No, nothing wrong happened.
Nothing wrong happened.
How dare you even insinuate?
Yeah, sorry, not up in the court of law, which I have to talk about as well.
Oh, let's talk about the court of law. You got to be careful, Brian Sullivan, man. That's unbelievable. He owns Mondello.
I know.
Honestly.
Twice.
Be careful, man.
Anyway, I looked at the money and I says to myself, I need money.
Did you?
No. But I wanted to ask you, would you take it?
What do you want me to say here? Like?
I don't know. Honestly, would you take it? It's a big question.
How much?
You're talking the far side of 55, 60 euro, like.
Oh, that's not much at all.
No, it's not a tenner.
There's a lot.
And it was in a variety of notes as well, which made it even more substantial looking.
Oh, there was a big one. You found it in a jacket.
Jacket.
So if I had found it in a jacket, I wouldn't have taken it. If I had found it on the ground,
you'd take it.
Why would I give that 60 quid in behind the bar?
Right.
Because are they really going to try and find the owner of 60 quid?
Well, the 60 quid person might come back.
But what about the person who owns the jacket will definitely come back.
Well, then let's look at it a different way. You wake up tomorrow morning after your big night out tonight.
I want to rob something, Ray, please.
Right? You wake up tomorrow morning, you realise your 60 quid is gone. So if you had attended the Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre at an event and you'd lost 60 euro there, would you not go back and see was there any sign of it? Did anyone hand in money?
I'm going to sound like such a prick now.
Oh, God, you wouldn't bother your hole.
No, you're going to have to make it a much more substantial amount of money for me to give a shite.
150 euros.
If I lost 12 fivers like that, I'd be like, oh, fuck, I think I wouldn't even... I'm such a... This is the worst episode ever for me. I sound like the biggest... I wouldn't know if I lost 60 quid.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, geez, I'd know it almost immediately. And I'm bad with money. I'll be going, wait a minute. Yeah, so I didn't take the money. I thought I'd get some bad juju.
No, you would get some bad juju though. But how was the North Face jacket? I saw you wearing it in today. Was it all right?
It's cozy. It's cozy.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's good
nice.
fit.
Nice, good face.
Come here. That's a young fella.
He was a chunky young fella.
Hey, that's young fellas, man, are ruining different brands for fellas.
Why?
North Face used to be a lovely, wee, comfortable brand that anyone could wear.
Right.
And now young fellas started wearing it, so North Face got on board. They said, let's make our prices twice as much as they were.
Yeah.
So if a jacket was 100 quid, it's now 200 quid.
Oh, they're trying to be the Canada Goose.
Yeah, and kind of. And then let's also make them stupidly big and stupid colours. Just the worst colours. Come here, is that orange? Make it more orange, please.
Yeah.
So a young fella can wear it into Anderson's, man.
Yeah.
While he's trying to shift some young one.
We'll move on. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room.
What? James is only out there. No.
Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with me today?
There's been some mad stuff happening.
Oh my God. Yeah, there has.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, in the Unreal.
I know why they did it.
Go on.
There is a 4-week shortage of Diorolite in this country.
What the fuck is
Diorolite is the stuff you get to rehydrate yourself after a hangover. So when you're hungover, you take a Diorolite in a glass of water.
Yeah.
And it's a nice blackcurrant flavour and it puts all the effervescent salts back into your body.
And there's a 4-week shortage.
You can't buy it anywhere. I I had an awful experience there during the week. I got a bit sick.
Now, listen to me now. Listen to everybody. Everybody listen to everybody for a second. Ray did not have COVID.
No.
100% not.
I
because
absolutely did, because none of the symptoms.
this was not the symptoms of COVID.
It's bad when you can't trust your own arse.
You couldn't trust the cheeks.
I couldn't trust the cheek. I was like going, oh my God.
Isn't that unreal? You definitely got food poisoning or something.
I know what it was. Came on me awful
bug.
quickly, and I was all both ends.
You were
and I
open.
says to Laura, I says, and of course Laura being the nursing that she is, and she's mighty, she was minding me. I said, Laura, you're going to have to get me some Diorite and some chicken soup. Do you know? And she went out. She went to every chemist in the town.
It's an awful
and 4-week backlog on the Diorite.
Why is that, I wonder?
It's just because, I don't know, the new chips, do you know, the Intel chips or something, the stuff.
They take Diorite, do they? The main ingredient of the Intel chips is Diorite, lads.
and they have to mine it. They have to mine it, and they can't get it over from China.
Jeez, they can't mine it at all. They couldn't mine themselves.
But I think that's what happened. Tony Houlihan, who, by the way, I see, I think they have like 12 stock photos of him looking thick.
Oh, yeah.
And they pick a different one every day.
Absolutely.
And
but there is no photos of him looking happy.
But him being the doctor, he knew there was this 4 week, and he knew that Ireland wouldn't make it through that number of hangovers without Diorite.
Yeah.
So preemptively, he closed us down early.
And the shits as well. He knew the shits is way worse than COVID, lads. If we have the whole country, man, the sewage will burst. But let's talk about the restrictions all of a sudden. You said 8 o'clock, right?
8 o'clock, yeah.
I say, what's the point?
Yes, a popular senator of some sort said, if I'm fully vaccinated, boosting the whole lot, how come I can't get a pizza and a pint after a certain time?
Well, also, why not just close them then, to hell?
No, well, in fairness, it has given us an opportunity to still have a bit of a Christmas.
I think it has given them an opportunity to not let people sign back onto the PUP.
Oh.
No.
Right.
Let's say you're an establishment in town.
Yeah.
And you have X amount of workers.
Yeah.
Right? If they shut down those pubs, then they will have to give everyone a PUP.
Yeah.
But if those people are working 8 hours a week now, which they're probably going to be when the place opens to 3, then they don't have to give those people a PUP, do they?
Yeah, a PUP is not just for Christmas.
So they said a PUP is... That is unbelievable. That's just the best thing. That's just the best thing ever, like. That's the best thing ever. Did you know you were going to say that?
I did, came to my mind as you were talking. I was like, oh wait, there's another whole dog thing here.
That's just the best. Your head was going schizo.
Craic.
That is unreal. That's the best thing you've ever said on this whole podcast. That's just unreal. Like, I can't believe how well that came across.
I told my first joke last week, so I tell you.
Yeah, but this one wasn't even
life
preempted.
has been flying.
I tell you, you're a different man altogether, man.
Like 3 foot
Jesus
taller.
Christ above.
Anyway, you're right. No, in fairness, if you don't close stuff down, people can't get the bit of help they need.
Yeah, so
and
they
that's
force you
shite.
to close yourself down is the idea, like,
Yeah. Can I ask you also, on the whole topic of the restrictions?
Yeah.
January's going to be a bitch.
Man, January's going to be the same. It's going to be nothing going on.
Who's going to do day drinking in January?
Man, it is so miserable.
Tuesday.
Everybody's up now because they're trying to fight the good fight, right? Rage against the machine jab. Feck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Right? But that's going to all die in January.
It is.
All that's going to die in its arse in January, and these places are going to be absolutely decimated. Yeah. We're going to see more and more doors closing around the place. And who's going to go day drinking in January?
Exactly.
It's the people I know are going. Wait, no, am I not going to be gigging again now for the next couple of months? I don't know. They don't know if they're going to be gigging until March or April.
There'll be some turn though. If you basically like an awful lot of people have like the solid PUE job.
Yeah.
It'd be some turn if you turn around to them, like in mass.
Yeah.
Like a good million of them.
Yeah.
And said, look at lads, we're going to have to close what you do.
And not give you money for
and
it.
you won't get paid.
You won't get paid. That's the thing.
But look, you can get on to social welfare and you might get 203.
Yeah, because that's what's happening to most people now who are the self-employed. The thing is, I heard Varadkar on the radio today, right? He was on the news talks.
Did he say something about matinee dinners?
What the fuck, man? Are we going to the theatre next?
Yeah,
what is
have
happening?
a matinee dinner.
What does that mean?
It means a dinner with a show during the day.
What show? What are you supposed to watch? Only Foods and Horses on UK TV Gold. There's no shows on. You cancel all the shows, Varadkar. Yeah. This is what he said, right? And it fucking... I actually felt like crashing the car. I said, I might as well drive this car into a wall.
Don't be getting upset. It's a new car. Could be getting when it's 4 years old, but don't be getting upset.
Listen to me now for a second. He said, you know, it could be a case of every so often letting you get your freedom again for a while until it builds up and then locking it down again. And I couldn't believe he
Did he
actually
actually
said
say
it.
that?
I couldn't believe he said it on the radio.
Right.
I was like, are you seriously telling me that there's no plan then?
So it's called
There's
in and out
absolutely
plan.
no plan. It's just in and out for the rest of our lives, is it? Look, we let you out for a while, then we let you back in.
Yeah, it depends on the
He
weather.
actually said, it does, that's what he said.
Depends on the weather.
He said, look,
It's warm out,
he
you
said
can
you
sit
have to
out.
kind of look at South Africa now. They kind of got most of the Omicron. He said, but once the summer comes around, you can tell that it dies away a little bit, and we can let you have a little bit of freedom then again before it comes back again. What happens is Europe, right? Europe say, look, all of our unions here now, they're all shutting down, lads. Ireland, you better get your stuff in gear because we have to be all one on this.
be all together.
Right? So then Ireland ring Tony Toolan and say, well, Tony, buy how things? And he's like, I'm just out the back having the fag. And Hawley Warchine says to him on the phone, he says, look, will you tell them that you want to shut them all down so that I can look like a good guy when I only half shut them down? And Hoolan says, I've already done this for you 6 or 7 times. He promised this the last one.
I'm sick of them using the bad photos of me looking thick.
Aye, they're using every day. I saw that extra that it's awful bad.
Yeah.
They used the one where we have no hair, like, it's terrible. And then Hawley Warchine says, you bet just please one more time, please, 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 right? And then they do it. Then Hawley Warchine comes out and says, lads, he wanted 5, I got you 8.
I got you 8.
I got you 8, lads.
Yeah.
Say nothing. Say nothing now, lads. Leave it be. I got you 8. And like that game, they can't keep playing that game, Ray, because the people know.
Now, come on now.
Huh?
This is the Christmas episode. People are on the Christmas holidays. Those of you who made it home for the Christmas.
This is what Christmas is all about, Ray, is misery
Giving
and
out.
misfortune. Now,
Yeah.
can I talk about Anti-Gen?
Anti-Gen.
Anti-Gen is a great thing that's happening now, which I am really happy about this
okay.
Christmas. Is the one thing I'm happy about.
That you're
Because they told us
boosting
not
into
to
you.
go and visit Anti-Gen last Christmas.
Right.
And now they're telling
She
us...
wasn't reliable.
Yeah, she's not reliable, Anti-Gen, man. You can't get her on the phone. Right?
Right.
But now she has a brand new Nokia.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you can get them down in the Centras.
Yeah.
And I go down to the centres and I pick them up. And it's a great relief to know that you can go about your business and probably not have the COVID.
Yeah.
Because Anti-Gen is very reliable now. And we took Anti-Gen on the way in here. Just
Yeah.
because we can, because they're so widely available now.
$2.99 in Centra.
$2.99, right?
Yeah.
Abroad in Centra. Go in and get it. And before me and you come in here the week before Christmas, where we both have to go and visit older people.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry
no,
for calling our parents old.
I'm not.
but-
I'm not visiting older people.
What do you mean?
2 very young individuals in
Oh,
the prime
young
of their retirement.
strapping individuals
Yeah.
in the prime of their retirement.
In the prime of their retirement.
Yeah, my family is old bitches. No, I got to go see my parents, but I don't want to go bringing home no COVID to them. So we just take antigens every day now
It's
to
the
make sure
Christmas
that...
gift nobody wants.
Honest to God, that's what I got them.
Yeah.
Which is awkward, because that's what I got you. I got 36 antigen tests.
Thank you very much. I was saying to you earlier, I'd love to get joke ones.
Oh, it's the best idea
Yeah.
ever.
If you
That's-
could, like, I mean, you could ruin people's lives.
Imagine if there was joke antigen test,
Yeah.
that, like a false positive one.
Can
Like,
you imagine John O'Reilly's face? We do it on an antigen test where we go out there and then he'd have the joke one. And he'd get the 2 lines and he'd be freaking out for 5 minutes.
I'm
and
the
then he'd go,
class crack. Yeah. The panic and misfortune. Let's bring it on everybody. But as Nicola said, she said, but everyone just be using them for work. You'd be ringing
Yeah.
in work saying, sorry, I have another positive antigen.
Yeah. I don't think you'd need the bloody thing though.
Why? What do you mean?
Do you know, if I was ringing in work and I said I got a positive antigen, they'd take my word for it.
You think if you just ran, I'm going to
Then
try
again,
that tomorrow.
sure, stop it. Sure, I'm the department of government. Sure, of course, they take your word for it.
You are the problem.
Yeah. Can I talk to you about my Sunday morning?
Yeah, okay. But it's the natural progression into the conversation into
Yeah.
your Sunday morning. Yeah.
I had a treat day.
What?
I had a treat day.
A treat day.
A treat day. I was treated.
2.
Laura organised a trip out to this place abroad in Strandhill called Voya. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, my sweet suffering Jesus.
Yeah, I've never had anything
I've
like
been
it.
in it.
Yeah, have
The
you?
2 years land into the couple's baths.
Well, no.
That's what it is.
Oh, wait.
on.
First of all, she had me booked in for a massage.
A messiga.
Massage. So we went into the little porta cabin because they're refurbishing out there at the minute. And she booked me and she said, there's Ray. She dropped me off, essentially. Dropped me off into the porta cabin. There's Ray. He wants the massage.
From?
From Charlotte.
Lovely.
So Charlotte anyway then escorted me up the back entrance.
Well, I'm sure she did.
She did.
I'm absolutely sure she did.
Did because that's how you get into Voya now. Because as I said, they're refurbishing.
Oh, I
So-
understand.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm completely with you. Who is this Charlotte? Well, she sounds wonderful.
She is wonderful. In fairness to her, I have to hand it to her.
She handed it to
She
you.
handed it to me. she was marvelous at her job.
And do they spatter the head of you with seaweed for the massages?
No, it's just they just rub in loads and loads of different creams. Loads and have hot towels.
Did you
So the
say
towels-
stuff like, have you a cream for this?
No,
Like,
it's just you can just it's constantly
Now that you're on the cream, I have a rash. Have you a cream for a fucking rash?
She just knew where to go. I felt $1 million after.
She knew exactly where to hit you.
And then after that, then we went into the fancy seaweed baths.
And was she wearing leather?
What? Charlotte? No, not at all. She was in a mask on. The cardigan.
This is legit then?
They're all legitimate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, go on.
It wasn't that kind of place.
Right.
But then had
Were you
seaweed
ball
bath.
gagged? No, never mind. Sorry, go on ahead. I'm getting my head around the normal massage. Sorry, let me work this out. Right, okay.
It was marvellous.
No bother at all.
Did you have the seaweed baths?
I had a seaweed bath there, yeah.
Yeah, we in the doubles or the singles?
We were in the double, like Nicola was in one bath over there and I was in. I brought in 36 rubber duckies.
I haven't had a bath in years.
Ray, a bath is the way to go. I've been telling you for years, man, a bath is the way to go.
Yeah, but a bath full of weeds.
Yeah, a bath full of seaweed.
Seaweeds.
The smell, though.
I didn't mind it.
You don't mind it?
No.
Maybe you do get used to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever go out to Via seaweed baths, Brian O'Sullivan owns that. Did I ever tell you that? So
I have to recommend it. It's well worth a visit.
it's class when you go out there.
Yeah.
Now, there's very different places you can get massages, and it reminds me, I'm sorry now to tell you this, right? But I saw another happy gentleman again today on that place I've been telling you about.
The place down around
There's a place down around there.
Thai massage.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a place down around there.
Of course he'd be happy. If you get a massage, you're happy.
It was about 10:30 at night and he was knocking on the door with a big happy head and a big happy cap on him. And all I could think was, in about 15 minutes, he's going to paint the wall in there. Like
That's
you know
not
what I mean?
true.
But what do you mean?
It's not true. Stop it now.
No, I mean metaphorically with happiness.
Was he a working man? Was he doing a bit of painting?
Metaphorically with happiness.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the metaphorical happiness of painting a wall.
When did you ever paint a wall?
He'd make a mural, right?
A mural?
A mural? If you give him 15 minutes, Ray, he'll make a mural on the wall.
Right.
Right? You'd sell it in the Louvre. Metaphorically, I mean.
We need to come off. We need to come off the subject now, please. Thank you.
Let's
come off the subject.
Let's come off.
Yeah.
Right, if you don't mind. Now, come here. Let's get into it a little bit. What do you want to be telling me?
I have very little left now because that's the end of the year and we're tired.
No, that's okay. Can we actually... I have spent this, podcast obviously giving out and getting too vexed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
There's no Christmas
I
bears.
worked all day, right? And then I went in and did a gig. And then I came in here now and did this podcast. I'm very tired, very hungry.
Yeah.
But genuinely, I want to actually say fair play to everybody because it's the last episode
of 2021.
And even though I've been struggling this year with doing this because I just got busy, we'll say, and it's been fucking hard. Me and you've had phone calls where it's been really hard.
We haven't fallen out though, in fairness
No,
to
we
us.
haven't fallen out, but I've been ringing you saying, I don't know if I can keep this going, Ray, because time-wise, my head is open. But...
Are you quitting?
No, I'm not. No.
Is this it? Are you telling me I'm live in a podcast?
I'm just saying, it's easier to do this with someone else. That's all I'm saying to you. No. What I'm saying,
are you replacing me?
No. Look, don't worry about it. I'm just doing a different one as well to see if that one works. No, we have actually grown massively, genuinely, this year. Right?
Well,
and there's loads of new people listening to us.
There is indeed, in fairness, the old TikToks.
The TikToks have made us it's opened up a whole new avenue of different people that are listening, which is great.
And hello, how are you?
Yeah.
In case we didn't say hello already.
I was chatting to someone yesterday. His name was Simon, right?
Yeah.
Simon something or other. And he asked for a shout out.
What did he say?
It's so ironic, right? Simon said, "Ow! Woo!"
What did Simon say?
What did Simon says? So Simon says,
Give me a shout out.
right? He says, give me a shout out, which is so ironic that he said that because he said, I'm on episode 11.
Oh, God.
He said, I only found you about 2 weeks ago. He said, I'm on episode 11 now. And
He's doing well to get that far.
He told me something I said on episode 11.
What did you say on episode 11?
The origins of, even though Derek was the one that ever first said this, maybe he said it on episode 11 if he was honest.
I think he was.
He said to me, here lads, I was dying when you said whistling with a mouthful of Weetabix. And I was like, oh my God.
What does that refer to again?
That's the first, when you would have been whistling with a mouthful of Weetabix when you were sick.
Oh, which now? I was, yeah. Jesus, several times.
Think about whistling with a mouthful.
I have it now, yeah.
And he was like, it was on episode 11, man. And I was like, holy that was 2000 and... Do you know what he said? He said, I was a fireman on the fire in McGarrigles.
Oh my God.
And he said, we were talking about it on episode 10 or 11, the fire that had just happened.
Jesus.
And he said, geez, that's mad. I was on that. That's how long ago that was. And then he said to me, would you give me a shout out? I was like, you won't be at that episode for ages.
Something to look forward to.
You know what I mean? But I do want to shout him out anyway now. But here's the thing. We've grown massively over the year. And I genuinely want to say fair play to all of you because I wouldn't have kept doing it only for the fact. Like, I was fucking fed up of being so busy that this was the last thing on my mind. But thank God we do it every week. And every time we get a TikTok clip or something that goes out and then people come up to you and say, fucking, that's class, whatever, that makes you go, you better keep doing it then to hell.
You have
for
to.
the crack.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very weird time in the world. The weirdest time ever. We're going to listen back to this podcast in years and go, geez, you remember all that shit was going on. But if I could say one thing, and this is it, Ray, and then I'll let you talk, right? Be safe at Christmas, but enjoy the people that are around you.
And don't
right?
be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid
right?
of it.
Take the antigens if you have to go and take, but enjoy the people that are around you, right?
Yeah.
And fight as much as you can to have the crack.
It's a great season for fighting with people, isn't it?
Fight everyone.
Your nearest and dearest.
No, I sound like with in Daft Punk. No, but look, make sure that you go out of your way to go and have the crack with people. That's what I mean. Fight your way through to go and have the crack with people when you can, because this is misery for a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on right in their lives. But go and have the crack at Christmas and don't let that stop. Watch Die Hard, watch Home Alone, watch
Die
The
Hard a
Grinch,
Christmas movie?
watch Elf. Yes, it is. I'm not even getting into this, man.
Good.
Apparently 30% of people in the choir, you'd be ashamed of yourself the rest of the 17. I'm getting vexed again straight away. I was wholesome for about 2
You
minutes.
really need it. We should have fed you the dinner before you did
Honest
this.
to God's above you.
You're
You're turning
absolute
me
mess.
inside out now again. Listen, happy Christmas and happy New Year. And fair
You're
play
wrapping
to
this up, but yeah.
Luke Stevani. I just want to say happy Christmas to people. Luke Stevani, right?
Yeah.
James McManus and Brendan Tierney for donating their time
And effort.
so wonderfully and effort
Yeah.
to keeping our cameras on.
Yeah.
That's it then, Ray. But
Are you
you
done
go on
there
ahead.
now?
I'm done, Ray. I just wanted to get that out there. Go on ahead.
I have to shout out Rachel and David, who got engaged.
Rachel and David, I have never been so happy for a couple in my whole life.
Neither of these people listen to this podcast.
Who are they?
They're friends
Why
of
are
ours.
we shouting about them?
Because I think it'd be no harm. Like they might listen to it.
That's great as well. Come here, I want to do a shout out. No, while we're at it. There's a guy called Frederick Manson, right? He lives in Arizona, right?
Right.
He doesn't listen to it. I saw him on Facebook yesterday. I want to shout him out, mate. Good fella.
I have a couple of thank yous.
Okay, go on.
It being the last episode, I'll make them quick.
What?
Fair play to Brian O'Sullivan. We talked about it a lot, but he has sponsored the show and he's brought us to where we are today. We wouldn't have the TikToks only for him.
I
He'd
hate
pay
it.
for the cameras.
Will we just say it finally, what he get?
What?
Me and Ray got $500,000 each.
Yeah, we got $500,000 up front, and he owes us another half.
Yeah,
which I
so-
want to get in the new year as soon as possible.
It's annoying because he's holding off on it now. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, man.
But
It's very annoying.
Annie Andersons and Blind Tiger for sponsoring us. It's been very good.
Yeah.
Johnny and the Sarahs and the whole lot down
Oh,
there.
everyone. There's Johnny's and Sarah's
And
all over
Tom,
that
you have
place.
to say Tom. He's a great
Tom's
man for
there as
answering
well.
the phone.
The worst thing you should do is start naming them out because then you're going to forget some people.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
I got to shout out Kelly. Fair play to you, love you.
Yeah, you did right. Now, there was something else in my head before I go. First of all, shots are a disaster. Why would anyone have shots?
What?
I just wanted to say that.
What?
Just they're shite. Shots
Yeah,
are
also,
shite.
stop hanging out Baby Guinness like it's actually a nice thing to drink. as
Yeah,
well.
it's not.
I saw about 36 Baby Guinness go out there tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's a dirty old pucky out south? Now,
Dirty old pucky
another
out
thing
south.
as well, careful of shots around the town.
Why?
Because I got a shot in town one time from a barman not so long ago, right?
Nearly
And
killed you.
I had to change my PPS number. I woke up as a different person after I drank it.
Just be careful that if we were going to tell you anything this Christmas, not that you're going to be out late, but just
No.
don't be buying horrible shots.
Don't be buying shy shots.
Don't be,
It's the biggest thing.
Don't get shite shots.
Listen, in all seriousness, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Yeah.
And
we have a break.
we do love you. We're going to take a break for 2 weeks, I think. or is it
Possibly three.
Maybe 3. But
We'll see
keep
you
an
in the
eye
middle
out.
of January.
Me and Ray have a tendency to get on social media at Christmas because it's the only time we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So we'll try.
Last year, did I do a fashion show?
Yeah, we did fast show and everything, man.
Yeah.
We're going to try and stay on the social medias this time. So, look, we love you. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for
Happy New
everything.
Year. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me and fair play to James O'Malley down the back.
James O'Malley.
Is it James O'Malley? Not man.
You just
Shite.
said James O'Malley. Let's go. Can we leave that in? James O'Malley. Right,
Fair play
abroad.
to James O'Malley, a.k.a. James McManus.
No. I want to shout out James O'Malley. Definitely.
James O'Malley.
But
I'm so sorry. Now
James.
you at the backup, dude, you're better than me now.
no. Merry Christmas, everyone. Good
Fair
luck.
play to me too. Bye.
Fair play. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, okay,
Good
bye
luck.
now.
Bye now. See,
Bye now.
mind yourselves. Yeah, have a great
Bye.
Christmas. Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.